It is the morning show right here on ETV. A very good morning to you. Happy Friday. It's so good to have you joining us this morning. It's time for us to get into the continuation of the celebration of women. And in celebrating them, we're spotlighting incredible women who've turned barriers into breakthroughs. And our next guest is not only a pioneer in the world of medical aesthetics, but also a leader who's built her life's work around empowering women. Dr Maureen Allem is the founder of Skin Renewal, South Africa's leading medical aesthetic clinic. With more than 20 years in the industry, she's grown Skin Renewal into a brand with 20 branches all across South Africa, employing over 240 people. And here's the big headline in all of this. Over 90% of them are women. And she joins us this morning as we chat to her. Dr. Maureen, yes, it's a real moment. It feels good, right?
Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
It is so good to have you back.
So blessed to have, to have had this opportunity to start Skin Renewal 20 years back.
I actually want to go 20 years back or so, where you saw something that I'm sure for many people must have thought, what is she doing?
What is this all about? Yeah.
What pushed you to go beyond the naysayers, the doubters, the stepping into new charted worlds that was filled with so many males, but you were just like, there's something there. I think I can stick to this.
You have to believe in yourself. You have to take chances, and you just have to have resilience. It doesn't just happen overnight. It seems like 20 years, it's been fabulous. It's been a walk in the park. It's taken a lot of hours, many hours, building the website, building the protocols. People don't see that. They just see what happens on social media. And that's why you have to understand, if you want to succeed, it's hard work, it's grit, it's resilience, and believing in yourself. And when you are succeeding to help people rise and to inspire the people in your company as well, that is what's so important. It's not about the patients, who are very important. It's about the people in your business.
Do you remember the opening of the second branch? Because I think the first is iconic, but the second holds a special place. Do you remember that?
The second was Parker's, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we still had a bottle of Moet, which actually had expired, we realized, because I kept it so long for this great day. When we finally popped it, it wasn't great.
Yeah.
Sorry, Moet. That wasn't Moet, it was Dom Perignon.
Yes,
sorry.
it had been so long.
But it had been kept for so long,
Yeah, and it must have been a special moment to see it branching into a new space also.
The first branch was a very quiet opening. It actually was on the 7th of the 7th, 2005, when the London bombings were taking place. And both my kids were in London, so I was quite anxious that day, moving in and just making sure that everything, that they would be safe. And then when we opened the second branch, which, we were like a year later, it was a great opening.
Yeah, I'm almost imagining that second one also speaks of, I'm doing something right. The fact that it's grown beyond one store, and then fast forward 20 years later, there's so many other branches that have grown. What did you think were certain moments that redefined your grit and resilience? Because what you're saying is so true, that you reflect on the journey back and you realize that it's made of resilience, it is made of grit. What has been moments that's redefined that for you, that you find that what was grit when I started versus grit when I have my 10th store versus grit in a moment where I just feel like I'm not even sure if this is worth keeping, and then you still do it and you're still here today?
The first few branches, we didn't have systems in place. It was just my daughter and myself really working, and I was seeing patients at home. And actually, I didn't just open a branch. I first built up my patient base from my home. It was an apartment, around the corner here. And after 2-3 years, I realized that I needed to go to the next level. And actually, fortunately, we have these curtain twitches in the complex, and she realized that something was happening there at 23 the Hyde. And I got a letter to say, please, you cannot run a business here. Even though it was just an afternoon thing with 3 or 4 or 5 patients. And then so it was a great opportunity for me to actually go to the next level, challenge myself, and actually go get premises. Because I was sitting very comfortably. I'd work in the morning, I did medicals for the executives. In the afternoon, I'd have my private patients doing this, Botox and dermal fillers. And then I had to get my first branch, and then after my first clinic. And my first laser, that was a huge thing, now you've got to get the finances to get this laser. So fortunately, I had an apartment which I could, get a bond on, and I bonded my first laser and mortgaged my first laser. And it just went from there. And eventually, I met my partner, Victor, about in 2004, and he just watched me, you know, building up this new industry, and he realized, you know, with all the trends happening, that this is the way to go.
Yeah.
And eventually, when my daughter went to London, he stepped in and helped me, you know, implement all the systems, get the website up. So it's very important, I think, you know, to have someone, to have a partner to help you as well, because, you know, as a doctor, you don't know everything.
Yeah, but you know,
so
you've got someone who's...
it's very important to get the right auditors, the right
Yes.
accountants, the right lawyers, you know, the people who are experts in their profession, because you cannot know everything.
This is where you come in, because you speak about your partner being the support that you needed at that point in your life and your career and growing your business. But you've been that for over 90% of women who are working in skin renewals all across South Africa that are saying, Dr. Maureen has been my support in knowing that I can follow my dreams. And it's so easy to grow a business like that and say, you know what, I've worked hard, I started in my house, I'm taking it easy, you guys run everything, call me if there's an emergency. But you do hands-on mentoring.
It's so funny that you mentioned that, because it was about 3 weeks ago, I was working on a Saturday and I had a new patient. And she said to me, you know, I can't believe that you're actually the owner of the business and you're working on a Saturday. I said, yeah, you know, you have to lead by example, you know. So if I ask, you know, the doctors and the staff to work, I also have to work on the Saturday.
And why is mentoring so important for you, particularly hands-on mentoring for all these women that you have in your business?
I don't know, I've just got something that I just want to fix people, you know, improve people, you know, to take them to the next level. And I've got this, as I tell my staff, it's called curiosity, that I just, you know, if I don't know something, I need to find out.
Yeah.
And now with, you know, all the AI and the medical AI, I mean, a whole new world has opened. There's so much to learn out there. And there's no excuse for ignorance, really.
There's a saying that says, you empower a woman, you change a society.
Absolutely.
You influence a community. There's so many other women that will look at you.
I mean, women are the foundation of our society.
Absolutely.
They're the hand that rocks the cradle.
Yeah.
So important. And our women in South Africa are actually incredible. How they sometimes single-handedly, you know, build up their family. You know, have a job, come home, work, and very often they don't have any support.
Yeah.
So it's quite incredible.
I think there's many women business owners that are listening to you right now and thinking, man, I'm at that stage where I'm doing it in my backyard, or I'm doing it in my house, or I've just found the right support, I've just got the right mentor, and I'm looking forward to seeing it all pan out as successfully as it's done for you. But now that we've looked at other women, now we've looked at your support for other women, you have to come back to the business, and I have to ask you this question before we wrap up. What's next for Skin Renewal? What is something that you sit at and think, I can't wait till we do that?
You know, so I've achieved my goal, because not only do we improve skin, okay, we also improve health. I mean, that's been, you know, for the last 20 years. So it's not about what your skin looks like, it's how your inner beauty starts from within.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's very important. And now there's a whole new trend towards longevity and wellness. And we've been doing that for the last 20 years. So we've done that. So thinking of what next, sure. You know, going, you know, scaling up. Look, the only reason we actually scale up and get another branch is because, you know, staff become a bit stuck, you know, where they are. So it offers them opportunities to become an assistant manager, to become a manager, to become part of the support. It's incredible. We've got, you know, women who've studied as beauticians who are now running these amazing digital, you know, like our digital system, Zanotti. I mean, she's invited to, you know, Canada to speak at world conferences. She's learned so much.
And on the back of just studying beautician, to be a beautician, and now she's traveling the world.
She's become this, you know, sought after speaker at these, you know, Zanotti conferences. So she knows so much about Zanotti. And then I have my trainer who used to be a principal of a beauty school. And she's like my right hand to develop all these protocols, which we continually continually upgrading. So
I think their success...
I've got a lot of help. It's not just me on my own.
Their success really mirrors your success, Dr. Maureen, and I think this morning it was just such a pleasure to be able to have you to talk about you as a woman that is leading a way in a space that didn't exist, that has grown into aesthetics and beauty in a way that we've never seen. I'm now going, I need to get a chemical peel. I need to go get my face sorted and sort myself out from the inside. Because you spearheaded that many years ago. And over 20 years of being in the industry and 20 years of the business, today we just want to take a moment and say thank you. Thank you for being that woman of example, that leader in this space who doesn't just lead and many people follow, but leads and brings many others with her, with all the women that you not only employ, but you mentor and really upskill so that they can travel the world, be sought after speakers. And I'm sure for so many other South African women, they'll look at you and say, if she could do it, I could do it too.
No,
so thank you for joining us this morning.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah.
And inspire the people around you as you are succeeding.
Believe in yourself and inspire the people around you as you are succeeding. Dr. Maureen Allem's story reminds us that when women are invested in, when you invest into them with opportunity, with mentorship and leadership as incredible as hers, they don't just grow businesses, they change lives. And as we celebrate Women's Month, may her journey inspire each of us, yourself included, to keep building spaces where women can thrive, where women can lead and light the way forward. We'll be right back.